Greetings Wargamers, Superior Man here, with a kind of a rare thing, a fully painted miniature. And not just any miniature, but Imperial Guard Sly Marbo, or Soldier Marbo, how he's called in New Codex, I guess. So, you know, the best part about this miniature is I painted it way back in time when I even hadn't so many Imperial Guard miniatures yet. I don't know why, I picked it up and I just liked the figure and I suddenly felt the urge to paint it. And yeah, those who know me know how I feel about painting. So therefore this is really a rare thing. I painted him in the color scheme I intend for my Imperial Guard army. Don't know if you really can see it here. Clothing Dark Angels green, any armored parts black, and since he doesn't have any armor really, he's mainly green. The only black parts are his boots, the belt, yeah, the weapon or casing, or however you want to call it. Yeah, and back, scorched brown, all the pouches and etc. This thing here always reminds me of a laser sword. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it certainly looks like one. So, yeah, I think these were supposed to be scars that are molded on his or wounds molded on his arms. So I painted them as if he was fully or freshly wounded. Anything else? Oh yeah, I kind of customized that figure. Those of you who are familiar with the model, or just look up the original model on the Games Workshop shop site, may remember two different things. First of all, at the handle of his sword he had kind of a furry ponytail. Don't know how to explain that. It just looked weird and made the sword way much more bulky and heavy, and I'm not a fan of sleek energy weapons, power swords, whatever. So I cut that off and threw it away. Yeah. And the other second thing I changed was also on the sword. Up here he had a kind of an injector for poison or whatever. I mean, he's a Katakan fighter, so he fights with poison blades. And yeah, that made the sword almost look like a kind of a broadsword or whatever. I thought it was just plain ugly, so I cut these two things off, and I'm happy with how he looks now. And yeah, anything else? There's not really. He has two types of grenades, Krak and Frag grenades. Another wound on his leg. I painted a little bit of blood on there. I mean, he's a one-man army. He has to be wounded, otherwise he's not credible at all. And yeah, this is as kind of an information for you. This is my painting standard. I know I'm not a good painter, but I also think that I'm not a bad one. I don't use any look at his flesh. It's just painted with elf flesh. There's no shading or highlighting or whatsoever. I'm not a guy. As I said, painting is a pain for me, and it takes me enough time already. With all these additional techniques like shading, highlighting, whatever, it would take me even longer to finish a model. And yeah, I don't have the skills, and I don't have the, more importantly, the stamina, the patience for that. So this is, I think it's called tabletop standard. It's not a bad painted miniature. I'm happy with it. So yeah, I like it. Recently I started using a few washes, mainly on metal parts of weapons, on tanks, to shade them, or just try how it looks. And yeah, okay, it has its advantages. I don't know where my road painting wise leads from here. Maybe the next figure I'll try out washing the flesh and probably the face too, of course, before I paint eyes and mouth. Maybe I will use additional techniques, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, for the base, at the very beginning of my wargaming painting building career or whatever, I originally just painted the base green, added some flock on it, grass flock, and painted it green. So it looked very unrealistic, because come on, no grass patch is that green. The whole base it was fully green. Now I'm trying it different. I paint the upper part where the figure is standing on brown, scorched brown. Then I add some sand, as you may see here, painted brown again, maybe highlighting it with a little bit with bleached bone or whatever, and then add some pieces of static grass here and there. I think this looks way more realistic than a totally green patch of grass. So that's, I don't know. And yeah, okay, the rim here, goblin green. So yeah, so much for Sly Marbo, Soldier Marbo, or whatever this Rambo ripoff is called now. I like him. There we go. That's it, Superior Man, signing off.